The agony of defeat can haunt a champion forever, especially when it's a loss that reverberates through an entire nation. Keegan Bradley, the US Ryder Cup captain, is still grappling with the sting of that crushing 15-13 defeat to Europe at Bethpage Black, pouring out his heart about the mistakes that piled up and the question of whether he'll ever truly move on. But here's where it gets controversial. Is the emotional toll on leaders like Bradley unfairly intense, or does it fuel the passion that makes golf's biggest team events so unforgettable? Diving deeper, Bradley opened up for the first time during a media session at the Travelers Championship on Monday, reflecting on how the Americans stumbled badly in the first 2 days, dropping all 4 sessions and staring down a massive 11.5 to 4.5 deficit before a valiant comeback on Sunday that fell agonizingly short. For beginners in golf, the Ryder Cup is like an intense international soccer match, but on the greens. Teams from the US and Europe compete in various formats, and the home team even gets to tweak the course setup to their advantage. Bradley's team managed to snag only 1 outright loss on that final day, grabbing 8.5 points, but it wasn't enough to flip the script. Interestingly, Bradley's own victory at the Travelers Championship back in June. Check out this link for more, https://golf/Keegan Bradley stunning Travelers Championship win, Ryder Cup ramifications. Briefly ignited buzz that he could become the first American playing captain since the legendary Arnold Palmer in 1963. Imagine juggling the captaincy while still competing. It's a rare feat, and Bradley hinted at the internal debate, saying it would have been tough to balance both roles given his exhaustion as captain. You win, and it's eternal glory, but lose, and you're left carrying that weight forever, Bradley shared candidly. I doubt I'll ever fully shake this off. With experience on the losing U.S. sides in 2012 and 2014, plus a stint on last year's President's Cup team, another high-stakes international event, Bradley was the unexpected choice for the 2024 captaincy. Tiger Woods initially considered the role, but ultimately passed, leading to Bradley being offered the job without even an interview, a decision that raised eyebrows among some fans. At 39 and an 8-time PGA Tour winner, Bradley hadn't suited up for a US Ryder Cup team since that 2014 Gleneagles debacle. He poured immense effort into the planning, only to watch the first 2 days unfold disastrously. The team deficit felt so overwhelming that he had to compose himself before rallying the squad on Saturday night. It was deeply emotional, honestly heartbreaking, he admitted. And this is the part most people miss. The close on Sunday showed incredible resilience, but the blame game has been fierce. Bradley took heat for not optimizing the course for his players and for pairing decisions, even though stars like Scottie Scheffler, Bryson DeChambeau, and Patrick Cantlay combined for a 3-10-2 record. For newcomers to the sport, pairings in team events are like chess moves. Captains decide who partners with whom to maximize strengths, but second-guessing is inevitable. The aftermath has been brutal for Bradley, describing the 3 weeks since the Ryder Cup as among the hardest of his life. He longs to compete in one more event, though he's uncertain if the opportunity will arise. Currently sitting at number 8, 14 in the official world golf ranking, he notes that qualifying for the 2027 Ryder Cup, assuming the old system persists, starts with the 2026 majors, the only events counting toward next year's points race. At the end of this year's qualifying, he was number 11 and likely would have earned a player spot under another captain. I'll always wonder what it would have been like to be out there playing, he mused, recalling the first practice day when he watched teammates and wished he could join them. By day 2 or 3, however, he realized it was better not to, as the captaincy drained him physically. Playing alongside would have been a recipe for disaster. Yet, Bradley found solace in the overwhelming support from fans, appreciating how it pushed him to perform at a high level throughout the year. This damn event has been so punishing. I question if I even want to play again. Wait, no, I do, he corrected himself with a smile. It's bizarre to adore something that feels like it just takes and takes without giving back. And here's a controversial twist. Some argue that events like the Ryder Cup thrive on this emotional roller coaster, drawing fans in with the drama of heartbreak and redemption. But is it fair to expect captains to bear such lifetime scars? Or should the focus shift to celebrating the teamwork that nearly pulled off miracles? What do you think? Does Bradley's raw honesty make him a relatable leader? Or is the Ryder Cup's intensity pushing athletes to their limits? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with his take or disagree? Let's discuss.